Hi everyone. So we are dealing with the recursion based algorithm currently. So let's go with a backtracking template today. Yeah, or the backtracking algorithm. Yep. Let's see how can we implement the backtrack using the recursion. Yep. So that we will be doing. Let's go with the backtracking algorithm or the template. Yep. So let's see what the definition part says here. So backtracking is a recursive technique that builds the solutions step by step. Yep. Backtracking is nothing but the recursion technique that builds the solutions step by step and removes the choices. And what it does, it removes the choices when they lead to invalid or complete states. When they lead to invalid or complete states, right? It explores all the possibilities by choosing recursion, right? It explores all the possibilities by choosing the recursion, then unchoose, right? So first what it does, it choose, we will be choosing, then recurse, then unchoose actually. Choose recurse, unchoose, or yeah, choosing recursion as well as unchoose. So this is the thing that the backtracking does. See, backtracking is a recursion technique, first of all, right? It's a recursive technique that builds solutions step by step and removes the choices when they lead to the invalid or the this one complete states. When the states are complete or when they lead to the invalid states, then also will be removing those choices, right? So it is not required, right? So it explores all the possibilities by choose, recurse as well as the unchoose. It's as simple as that. Let's see what the algorithm states here. First, we will start with the empty or the initial state. Yep, initial state would be empty, right? Then at each step, we will be trying all the possible choices. Yep, at each step, we'll try all the possible choices. So first, what we'll do, we'll add one choice to the current state. We'll add one choice to the current state. Then we'll recurse to explore further. Then we will recurse to explore further, right? So first we'll be adding one choice to the current state. Then we'll recurse to explore further. After recursion, we will remove the choice, right? So we'll remove the choice in that sense. We will backtrack in the sense we'll continue until all the possibilities are explored, right? So backtracking means the same actually. We'll continue until all the possibilities are explored. Yep. Let's consider a very simple example here, right? Just to implement the same thing in the form. Let's implement the same thing in the form of code by considering one simple example. Yep. So first, let's do one thing. Yeah. Just give me a second here. 1 second. Yeah. First thing, mm, let's directly consider the example part itself. First, let's go with a example input array. So I'll just go with here static. So, or let me do one thing. Yeah, let me go here itself actually inside the main method. Yeah, 1 second. Just give me a second. Yeah, I'll just go with here static int a equals. Let me consider 1 comma 2. So this one, as per the definition, see, we can already say that here. First, what we'll do, we'll start with the empty or the initial state. So this would be one, this thing, what do we call? For we are considering 1 2 as example, right? So 1 2 as example. So we will be dry running the code, no doubt. But let's discuss this one. See here, you'll get to know the backtracking very easily. So first we will start with the empty step. So this one is one of the output that we have to get. Then what we will do, then at each step we will try all the possible choices, right? And each step will try all the possible choices actually. Then we will be going with a one. This is one of the this one, because at one we will add one choice to the current state and then we will recurse to explore the further, right? So we'll recurse to explore the further. So it will be one. Then next we will get 1 2 both actually. Next we will get 1 2, we'll add one, then we will explore this one as well. We will get 1 2. This is also one of the thing. Then finally, see, after recursion we'll remove the choice, nothing but the backtrack, right? So we remove this one. This is fine. We are done with this one, this part as well, but we don't have the single two, right? So we don't have the single two. Then again we will backtrack. We'll get the two actually. We'll continue until all the this one possibilities are explored. So all the possibilities are explored here. So this is the output that we need to get actually. Yep. So this is the output that we need to get, right? So let's try to implement the same thing here, right? So we have considered the same example here, first of all. Now, let's move on with the further things. So we have to consider the current subset, nothing but the state. For that, I'll be going with the array list. We have to save somewhere, right? The output part. So whatever we backtrack or whatever we add, we have to save somewhere. For that, I'll just be making use of the array list. So I'll be going with the integer here in our case. So current equals new. Let me go to the array list. Yep, so this is fine. Yep, next step, let's go with the main method. Within the main method, so we have to backtrack, right? So we have to backtrack. For that, let's go with the one more, this one method named backtrack actually. Backtrack. Yep, so this is fine. So let's go with I. Let's go with I as parameter. So here, the first thing, this is the base case. When all the elements are considered actually, if we are considering all the elements, right? So if we are considering all the elements, I can just write it on this way. See, if I equals length of A, if I equals length of the A, then we have to